All right, everybody, welcome. This is SM Trader. Today is July 21st. It is 11 a.m. I am trading the MNQ here in with 5 contracts, and want to go ahead and show you guys the ripple effect on the dashboard here. So the ripple effect is the theory that defines market cycle and stage analysis. So as you can see, we have complete ripples to the upside on basically 15 different time frames. Yeah, let's see. Let me bring this over here. Okay, so yeah, beautiful ripple effects on everything. So all of the smaller wave cycles are contributing to the buildup of the larger wave on the highest time frame, right? Or each time frame above it. So that's a cumulative effect. We're going to get a push up here. So we could take a look who has the master control. The Bulls have master control. They took over here, pushing up here. We have a structure relative strength of 3. So as long as we maintain this 3, we're going to continue to push up. We're maxed out here with the IMB. So beautiful here. This is what I've replaced candlesticks with, something I coded myself. You guys, many of you have seen this before. And where are we right now on this trade? We are $700 on this trade right here. For the yeah, actually $700 for the day, right, on this current trade here. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's bring this back here. We can see the run up there, and of course, looking at the LIC. So you guys see we had pushed down from the LIC, and the reason why I knew that this was not going to have an extended run down is because of the ripple effect. The ripple effect defines everything in the market. It does not move unless this occurs. So there is no reason to trade any strategy out there, any strategy at all, as long if you understand market cycles and the ripple effect. And I'm trading on the 1 minute, right? This is the 1 minute chart, and like even down through this pullback here, there were traders that were thinking that this is going to be a down move right here, right? And but based on the structure of the market, this is the true structure of the market, right? So in each time frame, I look at 3 different structure levels of if you're familiar with the greed fear index, right? What I've done was I've boxed price action in into a system where it is defined by the greed fear index. And there are basically 6 phases of the greed fear index: extreme fear, extreme fear, and then you enter into neutrality, which is neutrality sentiment up, neutrality sentiment down, and then fear and extreme fear. Those are the 6 market phases right there, as defined by the greed fear index. And the line in the sand is the LIC, my LIC. That's the line in the sand. Here's the LIC right here. Okay. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather today. So I may cough every now and then. But again, you see we have the series of 3s here. Okay. So we're still in this trade. Right about at $800 now. Yep, just hit over 830. And this market is just strong, just heading up right now. And that's the thing, that you don't even need candlesticks at all anymore. You can just simply trade the dashboard. Now there's more to it than what we're seeing here. I do have here, let me go ahead and expand the dashboard here a bit. Let's go to that one there, load that up. There we go. We can see the P&L right here. Okay. All right, good relative strength on everything here. Nice, strong, good. Good buy alignment there. Getting some divergence coming in. So we can see it here. It's defined by the yellow, some divergence there. Okay, this is all delta right here. Go ahead and bring this back up. Take a look at our T phases. Positive T phases on everything. Positive T phases on everything. This is just a hold. Get in and hold this thing. And also right here, we can see there's going 12 hours out. 12 hours out, 4 hours out, 1 hour out, 30 minutes, and 15, 5. There's accumulation by institutions, all right, on everything. So there is no doubt which direction you should be trading today. All right, let's take a look and see who has master control. All right, so we have bulls have master control everywhere with expansion except for one. All right, so we good. Look at the strength meter over here. We are just rocking. Okay, we got some sellers coming in here. Buyers took over. So this is a takeover attempt right here. Okay, that's a takeover attempt. So let's see, we bring this down here. Let's see if I can show you the takeover attempt. See right there, takeover attempt between the buyers and sellers. The buyers are gaining the upper hand here. Okay, so buyers have the upper hand, MP control. And we still have the big squeeze that's fired to the upside. So we have traveled, so right now, 18.5 points from the big squeeze here. So we're going to stay in this until, if this 3 drops to a 2, that's a warning sign. If it drops to a 1, then we reverse the trade. This move is going to be over right here once that occurs. Okay, sellers coming in again. See, we're getting the pressure to the downside there. Okay, now even though we got sellers stepping in here, we know that that's going to happen. It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing about it. When you understand true market structure, you know, we have big squeezes and positive ripple. The ripple effect is positive on every single time frame above it. So they can have their little pullback and take profits and all that. This is going up. It's going to go up. So we don't even have to worry about, you know, getting out. Okay. See, we dropped to a 2, we dropped to a 1 right there. Okay, so we're just going to hold this. Okay, you see how they're pushing it down right here? We're going to hold it. Now, I want you guys to watch this. We're going to hold it. Okay, and because of all the higher market structure, that's all positive in the ripple effect, all bullish here, accumulation here. We're just going to let this. We're just going to let this come on down. And then it's going to push up. We'll be over $1,000. So we'll just let this play out. We're not new to this rodeo. Yeah, you could remember, so you could have taken profit, because once you have this series of 3s and you drop to the 2, right? That's your signal right there that you've hit TP1. That's your TP1. So now you got your runner on to continue. Okay, so we will let the runner continue. Okay, once the LIC crosses the inversion right here, see how it's heading up right there? Once you cross this inversion right here, all of this structure, this pressure here, this accumulation that's building up, okay, on the higher time frames is going to it's going to explode. You're going to have an explosive move right here. Okay, you see how this background is still white? See the algorithmic coding that I did is telling me stay in this thing. Okay. We just continue. We just hang on. We let it do its thing. See how we've already pushed back up, almost back to where we were. Okay, MP control. Look at that. They just lost it. They just lost it. Exactly what I said. Look at that. We're at $870. Exactly what I said. 900. I said we would push over 1,000, didn't I? Said no reason to worry about that pullback. Look at that. This is the future of trading, guys. You got to create the dashboard. You got to trade on data. Got to trade on data. Don't need no freaking candlesticks. There we go. Okay, come on. When we get that cross right there, that's it. It's all over. Thing is gonna explode. When we get this cross right here. Right here. Okay, we entered back into a big squeeze right here. Boom. See the line there? See how it's white? So this is a combined big squeeze. So I took all the big squeezes and I combined them. And so this is not an EMA. This is not an EMA. It's telling you what the market is doing. This is actually talking to me throughout this entire thing. It's talking to me and telling me what's going on. Okay, so I actually know when to jump into a trade, how long to stay in that trade, if I need to hold it. We got a beautiful delta right there. Beautiful deltas. Let's go. Okay, we are about LIC, about to come in contact with the inversion level in the market here. You guys load up, get ready, load up, load up, load up. Look at that, still looking good on the structure. Load up. There we go. Institutions coming in, manipulating right here. They know, they always manipulate right here a little bit. Okay, got the takeover attempt. So that's the manipulation, the takeover attempt right there. I can identify this every single time. Divergence coming in here. So you see, we have all of this activity going on right now. See all of this activity, all of this flashing right here. That's what I tell you. This level is gonna have a reaction right here. All right. My indicators are always on point. 3. We just hang on. We're gonna hit $1,000 on this trade, guys. Let's take a look at beautiful cross. And even this, what I've coded up here gives you even an earlier cross over the inversion. You know, you break over the inversion right here, price comes back, tags it right here, and rejects just clockwork. It's perfect. Yeah, we'll come back and attack this high. No doubt about that. This high right here. We'll come back and attack that high. Okay, we hit 1,000, guys. Just like I said, we hit it. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? All right. See, once you get all that seller activity in there, it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything to us. We know what the market is which direction it's gonna go. So we just hang in there, right? All right. I'm not gonna let this video last too long. I'm gonna go ahead and take this profit right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take that profit. So I'm out. All right, guys, $1,000 just that quick. And we are done for the day. Actually, and this thing is just gonna continue. Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat. All right, guys, I am out. This is SM Trader. Again, you know, the lesson here really is that I want you guys to start looking at trading on data. All you need is a dashboard to trade on, and if you understand what true real market structure is, all the videos out here on YouTube that talk about market structure, if they're just showing you market structure and marking you know, support resistance levels, even equilibrium, state of equilibrium levels, you know, on the monthly, weekly, daily, and some of the lower time frames, that's great. That is correct, but it's only 1% of the entire picture of market structure. This shows the entire picture of market structure. All of this. This is probably a cumulative total of maybe about 50 to 60 different time frames and the fractal division and relationships between them. And as well as this, the accumulation distribution phases going out. If you cannot, okay, I want you to think about this. When you guys try to code something, think about, okay, you've got to figure out how to identify when the institutions, banks, hedge funds, when they put these $1 million orders out there, when are they there? And you can go out 12 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours in advance, 1 hour in advance, 30 minutes in advance, and see these little areas where they're doing this. It takes a lot to do, but just do the research, okay? And once you can identify that, you just wait for it all to line up, okay? It has all lined up. Everything is lined up, so you know the direction that the market is going to go in. You don't have to worry about you know, looking for pivot points and looking for even specific levels. I don't even really need to trade on specific levels, but I love trading on levels with my ATR. And but you know, man, this thing is still going. Look at this. It is still going. All threes, all threes. You could see. Okay, notice here. Okay, with my system. Okay, so the relative strength, the RSI, as beautiful as it is, some people don't like it, but it's one of the most sophisticated indicators in its basic sense that was ever created. And so traders now are expanding on that code, and that's what I've done here. So you see this zero right here, that was the entry right there for this trade. This is the entry. And so we never received a zero. See, there's no other zero that occurred. That tells me just stay in this thing, boom, and catch this whole trend right here. See the zero right there? Okay, there's no other zero in this thing. None. Tells me to stay in. Master control. Bulls took over. Takeover temp was right here. Okay. And then boom, bulls took over. You got your series of ones, push up. Okay. Nothing here. Nothing here from the sellers. It was actually bullish momentum the entire time. Bullish strength. Okay. Sellers kind of pushed a little bit right here. No zero there. We're staying in this thing. And then boom right here. Okay, same thing. Nice threes. We got the 2 and the 1. We're staying in this thing. We're not getting out. There's no reason to get out, right? But look at what everybody else is doing. Okay, who's trading with candlesticks? Look at what they're doing. They are freaking out right here. They're like, okay, we reached the high. Okay, we're freaking out. We're gonna jump out. All this stuff. Here's the LIC. Bang. Okay. Well, the LIC cross right down here, cross the inversion. Yeah, LIC cross the inversion right there. So this is gonna be a continuation move right here. So unless we get a zero. So we'll just wait it out. Yeah. So all right. So it's attacking this level right now. Let me see. Let me put this here. So we're attacking this level right here. This is a hold level. This level needs to hold price. If it doesn't hold price, there we go. If it doesn't hold price, we're going to attack the origin level right there. So it looks like we're coming down to the origin level. All right. Tagged it to the penny. Tagged it to the penny, and it reversed. To the penny, and it reversed. Okay. Okay, got our series of ones. Not worried about it. All right, so there we go. So so we'll just wait for this to push back up, but I'm out. I got my money already, and I got to get out of here. So again, let me bring this back. Let's see, bring that back right there. Okay, again, look at the market structure. We got a pullback. People are freaking out right here. People are freaking out. No indication to take a down trade. Absolutely none. Look at these. Look at these deltas over here. No reason. Positive T phases on everything. Nothing. This is normal. This pullback is normal. This pullback is normal. This pullback is normal. This pullback is normal. And we just stay in this thing. All right, guys, I am SM Trader. And again, this is not financial advice. This is the way I trade. All of this stuff it's just junk to me now. And all of this stuff here, I'm just going to trade on what real market structure is. And there we go. All right, guys, y'all take care. Have a good day. All right, bye.